Hey guys, what's going on? It is me, Sam here. Welcome to another Sagas of ScapeSkill video. Now, I did get a lot of feedback on the first one, and it got a load of likes. So you guys obviously, enjoy them. So I thought I'd make another one, and this one's going to be about the newbie days. So I'm going to be starting out sort of like, the first one's about me starting playing RuneScape. So I thought the next one should, sort of follow up on that and talk about, what I sort of did when I was a noob, and when I did start, playing in the actual game. So I have a few things that I remembered from when I was a noob, and I'm going to be talking about them now. So the first one is RuneScape Police. Pretty much, I was actually in Varrock, this area, and I met this guy. I think he was called like Johnny 999999 or something. I just remember he had loads of nines in his name, and he was like, I'm part of the RuneScape Police. So I was like, okay. So I actually thought that was real when he said it. I honestly did. I thought he was being serious. He was actually part of the police, and I was like, well, how can I join? I want to, be a police officer in RuneScape. That'd be pretty cool. So, obviously he was just, making it up, and he was just like, yeah, you just gotta. It wasn't a scam or anything. He wasn't like, yeah, give me money. He was just, yeah, follow me around, and we just try and report people. Sort of like, well, yeah, it does make sense, just going around, making sure the game's safe, things like that. And we used to try and find, we didn't hunt down people, but if we like bumped into people that were breaking the rules, we'd actually have to, like, we'd follow them and say, can you follow us, please, to like Portsmouth jail, and we'd actually put them in jail. Obviously they can get out and everything, but it was all sort of just like part of the thing we were doing. And I was young then. I must have been about 13, 14, and I believed it all. So I was actually thinking, that this is actually real. But obviously it wasn't. But it was really good fun anyway. It's just messing about. And that's the sort of things you do when you're a noob, I guess. I don't know. Maybe you guys can leave a comment, if you did anything similar to that. But that was the first one. Then the next one was Karamja banana picking, pretty much. I actually remember traveling to Karamja, and the guy there said, like, if you get a full invent of bananas, he'd actually buy them off you for 30 GP. And I was like, oh my god, this is easy, easy money. All I've got to do is pick these bananas off these trees and hand them to him, and I get 30 GP. You didn't need any skills or anything like that. It was, oh, of course, terribly boring. It wasn't fun, and obviously now 30 GP is nothing, but back then I was like, wow, this is like an easy way to get GP, because there wasn't a grand exchange then. So I just thought, this is great. I'm just gonna be doing this for ages, and I did. I don't know how long I did it for, but it must have been quite a long time, because I just remember that a lot, and yeah, it was just sort of funny to think now that 30 GP was like, for me back then, was like awesome. But just in case you're wondering what I'm actually doing on the screen, it's actually part of a challenge. You're probably thinking like, why is he buying zombie stuff and doing agility course? But that's part of the Super September challenge, which I've just done. It's very, very easy. But yeah, that was the Karamja banana picking. I just remember that one a lot. Just so newbie. If you got any newbie ones in that, then that would be good. But that one's super, super newbie. And then the final one I wanted to speak about was actually a lure when I got lured when I was a noob. It was the Zami wine lure. Now, if you don't know what that is, just north of Falador, by the Goblin Village place, there's a wine of Zamorak, and if you pick it up, all the NPCs start attacking you, and you sort of get burnt as well as like a fire underneath you. And I remember, the guy was lowering me up there. At the time, I was just, oh right, okay, I'm going to make some money. Expecting to go to the wilderness then, because I sort of knew about that. Oh, I wouldn't have gone up there, but he said, pick the wine up, it'd be fine. So I was like, okay, just picking this wine, and all of a sudden, I'm getting hit, and I was low leveled then, so I died. He closed the door as well, so I was like, oh no, because I was panicking. I wasn't just like, oh okay, I'm getting hit, let's just walk out. I was just getting all these hits out of nowhere, and I was really like, oh no, 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 just panicking like hell. And yeah, I just managed to die through that, which was really, really newbie of me, and I just learnt my lesson from that. And I, sort of told people, about it, so they wouldn't get lured. That was just like a sad part, really. I mean, the other two are sort of just funny newbie stuff, but this one was like, this was a sad moment in my RuneScape career as a noob. Everyone's got that moment where they've got lured probably, or scammed, or someone's fallen out of them, and that was sort of mine. So that was a big fail on my part there. And the final one I wanted to speak about was about the quest Desert Treasure. So this one I was a bit better, because it did require decent stats back then. Plus it wasn't as easy as it is now. But I just remember, I think his name was Camille. Camille, I think it is. The guy in the snow area of the quest where you have to defeat the four people. well, I guess I don't know if they're classed as bosses or not, but they're just four good NPCs in the quest. And I remember constantly dying to him. I couldn't actually defeat him. I actually struggled, and I will admit I did cry because I remember just having a dragon scimitar and I died, and it was quite a way to go if you did die. So you'd probably, or you'd most likely lose your stuff. Unless you were good and you could teleport there back fast, but because I was a noob, I couldn't, and I remember just dying multiple times. I just couldn't kill him, so that was just like a noticeable point of my RuneScape career. Like, I don't know, I sort of do miss that. I mean, obviously now because I am better, it's not as bad because I don't really die too often. Well, actually, I'll take that back. You guys know I die a lot when I do bosses and stuff, but I get my stuff back easily. You don't. There's not a fear factor anymore though. That's what I'm trying to say. If I did die at a certain place, it's not like, oh no, I've lost all my stuff, or you'd be annoyed with yourself. It's just like I'll just run back and get my stuff and start again. But yeah, I just remember dying to that guy, and I was just like really struggling. I actually stopped doing the quest just because I couldn't kill him, and I came back. I must have came back like a couple months later, and I just completely torn him because I just watched loads of videos, and it wasn't too bad really. I learned about like having super restores and all that sort of stuff because he lowered your stats, and it was really good fun. But that was like a newbie, like 4 newbie points that I've had. Of when I've been playing RuneScape. If you've had any yourself that's been newbier than say my banana picking, then feel free to share it. I mean, like I said, the first video of me, saying how I started playing, that one got loads and loads of comments, which was awesome. I love reading through them, and it'd be cool to see what you put for this one. But that's going to be it from me, guys. If you've got any questions, anything like that, feel free to put it in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.